Gene therapy drug discovery is one of the most expensive forms of drug therapy. And the reason for this is a lot of diseases that require gene therapies or gene specific treatments are typically rare diseases that don't affect a lot of people. So, how do you keep a gene therapy dream alive long enough to reach patients if you don't have a lot of money? In Bluebird Bio's case, it was a combination of carefully timed funding leaps. Because back in 2010, Bluebird Bio, then known as Genetics, secured a $35 million Series B investment. And this was huge for any gene therapy startup at the time, but it was still not enough money that they needed to take this therapy into clinical trials. And so the company instead used that cash to hire a top notch team and gear up its labs, aiming to turn experimental science into real treatments. Their mission was to develop two cutting edge gene therapies, one for a rare childhood brain disease known as ALD, and another for a severe blood disorder known as beta thalassemia. With this $35 million, it provided about 3.5 years of runway for them. And so Bluebird advanced both programs through early clinical trials. And by 2013, they had dosed patients and generated promising data in these first in human studies. That same year, Bluebird went public in a splashy IPO and raised even more capital to carry these clinical trials to completion and eventually seek FDA approval. This staged financing alternative, which was a mixture of venture rounds followed by an IPO, meant that Bluebird never ran out of cash at the critical moments. And so the takeaway here is staggered VC funding kept Bluebird's gene therapy's ambitions alive until public investors could pick up the pace. But without that early $35 million infusion, even though it was not enough, the two landmark gene therapies which we currently have today, known as Kysona for ALD and Zinteglo for beta thalassemia, may have never made it to patients in the first place.